26 to order at 6:30. Everyone could please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
Liberty and justice for all.
Billy, could you please do roll call?
Supervisor Cole,
Here.
Supervisor Olson.
Here.
Supervisor Ledke,
Here.
Supervisor Henriksen.
Here,
For the record, Attorney Mark Allsites and Alicia Morris.
Great, thank you, Billy. And just as a reminder, because we have a supervisor that is off-site and able to conduct and vote, all votes will be by roll call. It's been a long time since we did that, so we gotta try to remember that.
What does that mean?
It means that instead of saying all in favor, signify by saying aye, what'll happen is Billy will actually go through and ask how each person votes.
Okay.
Yep. All right, number 4, let's see, we're passing on 4, public forum. Is there anybody that would like to address the board on any topic that is not on our agenda? Yep, Ed, come on up.
Ed Kramer, 7860 Fawn Lake Drive. We got the Valentine party coming up here Thursday. And that parking lot over there in front of the senior center is still terrible. I would like to have it scraped. And if you can't necessarily get it with just the floating plow evidently, because he didn't get it the last time. And if this isn't possible, give me permission to get the recycling tractor and I'll scrape it.
I got it on my list.
Okay.
We'll take care of it. Thank you, Ed. All right, is there anybody else that would like to address the board? Yep, come on up. Just your name and address.
My name is Joshua Phelps and I am actually not from the area. I live in St. Cloud. My brother-in-law over here, Mike Frost, is. We are starting a cannabis company and we want to start cultivating or growing cannabis. Funds are short and he has a detached garage that we would like to see if we can get temporary approval to start growing in. The address is 6451 207th Avenue Northeast, Wyoming. Zip code 55092. Oops, sorry.
Okay, so, do we know what the process is that he walks through? Is it P and Z first?
It should be, yes, because Anoka County has talked to them already, correct?
Yep.
About the business licensing side. And I think it's a zoning thing at this point.
Okay, and you're cultivating, you're not selling.
I mean, we would do wholesale, but that won't be
Right.
to the public yet.
Yeah, not open to the public.
So the one thing that I would just say to chime in, and not direct advice to you, but as advice to the board, is I would say it needs to go through the planning and zoning process. You do have a township zoning ordinance in your code, in particular chapter 30, article 4, it looks like, deals with districts and district regulations. Article 10 deals directly with cannabis businesses. So that article will define what your cannabis business types are. And then within your specific districts that you have under that Article 4, it will break down what's permitted where. Seemingly cannabis cultivator is permitted within the business district. The general business district is a conditional use. So if this parcel is in that area, great, they could apply for a CUP. If it is not, because you all may have, narrowed down through using your prior town attorney or whenever you adopted this code, narrowed it to just the business district. If you want to consider it elsewhere, an applicant who would not otherwise be eligible because they're outside of that district may come to planning and zoning and ask for a text amendment, essentially saying, hey, in this other district, would you allow for cannabis cultivation as a conditional use? And then obviously there are all of the performance standards that come as a part of it being that conditional use. But that would be the process, is going through P and Z.
Great, thank you, Mark.
And as far as I'm aware, it's not in that district. We just checked. It's R1 zoned. Is it possible to get a temporary though approval? Cause even we need more space in the long term to grow, to hit max capacity on canopy of grow. So like, it would be temporary, probably a year, 2 tops.
So the thing that I'll advise the board is you have clear language in the zoning ordinance that says that anything that's not expressly prohibited or conditional or an interim use is prohibited. That's general catch-all language that we see in our zoning ordinances to preclude, things falling through the cracks. And it just makes it crystal clear that what is not allowed is prohibited. A type of temporary permit like is being asked for here is not contemplated by the zoning ordinance whatsoever. At this point, it is just a conditional use permit that is contemplated within the business district. So your zoning ordinance would not authorize the town board, just from my quick preliminary glance. Obviously, this gentleman, to my understanding, has not submitted an application yet. So I haven't done a super thorough review, but it is my quick understanding, the R1 district does not allow it as a cannabis cultivator or wholesaler as a permitted use, interim use, or conditional use. So that type of short-term permit wouldn't really happen. The way that we'd need to go about it is, like I was explaining, that text amendment to then allow for it to be a conditional use and then go through the conditional use application process. But that is something that would be, heard at a public hearing by the planning commission for a text amendment. They would then make a recommendation to you all as the board. You can take that recommendation or not, and then choose how to proceed accordingly.
Good. Have you talked to planning and zoning at all yet?
I have not, I contacted a few months ago. Most recently, I contacted you guys this last 2 weeks.
Okay.
And here today. I guess I talked to you today too. But.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I would encourage you to get with planning and zoning and get on their agenda.
Yeah.
They'll have a meeting coming up here. Are they canceling?
Well,
March.
if it's an application, it would have to go through I would just direct to get with staff.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so stop in and talk to the office then and you can get that process started.
Perfect. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
No problem. All right,
Good.
thank you. All right, anybody else for public comment? All right, seeing none, we'll close this portion of the meeting. Move on to number 6, consideration and approval of the agenda. Is there any modifications, suggestions?
We're moving that unemployment claim, right?
Yeah. What we'll do is we'll move 8.2 to number 11. So it'll be the last thing on the meeting after we go through our meeting schedule. And any other changes? All right, seeing none. Is there a motion to approve the agenda with that amendment?
Motion to approve the agenda with that amendment of moving the unemployment claim to right before adjournment.
Great. I'll second that. Motion has been made and seconded. Any other discussion?
Don't forget, we got to vote by roll call.
Oh, thank you. All right, roll call vote.
Supervisor Cole,
Aye.
Supervisor Olson.
Aye.
Supervisor Ledke,
Aye.
Lisa's still unable to vote, correct?
No, she
No,
can
she-
vote.
No,
Supervisor Henriksen,
aye.
Perfect, thank you. All right. Motion carries 4-0. All right, now we'll consider the consent agenda. Looks like there's 8 items in there. Is there any amendments or changes to that?
I'd like to remove approval of Broadbent Park event to new business for discussion.
Okay, so we'll do,
8.7, we could put it at the beginning or at the end, doesn't matter to me.
let's put it at the end then.
Okay.
Okay, move that to 8.7. Any other changes? All right, hearing none. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda with that one change?
Motion to approve the consent agenda with that one amendment.
All right, is there a second? I'll second. Motion's been made and seconded. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Oops, I'm
Roll
sorry,
call.
roll call, please.
Supervisor Cool,
Aye.
Supervisor Olson.
Aye.
Supervisor Henriksen,
Aye.
Supervisor Lucky.
Abstain.
It's a hard habit to break.
It is. All right, motion carries 3-0 with one abstention. All right, new business, 8.1 School Forest Committee resignation.
Yes, let me
Sam?
scroll a sec to get to my document. One moment.
14.
14. There we go. Yes. Okay. No, this isn't it. Wait. No, this is not it.
That's broadband.
That's
Oh.
broadband. That's at the end. I saw it in here.
That one is 28.
28. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Diane Sells at the last School Forest Committee on the 2nd submitted a letter of resignation to that committee. Diane Sells has been on the School Forest Committee since the very beginning, serving our community in this capacity for almost 30 years. Her hard work and dedication has helped preserve and improve the Linwood School Forest for the enjoyment of the community and the students at Linwood Elementary. Diane has truly shown herself to be selfless and extremely generous person through her work, and the board should recognize this as they move to accept her resignation. So my recommendations for this request for action are: 1, formal recognition of Diane's significant contributions to this community through her work with the school forest. 2, a motion to accept her resignation. And 3, a motion to call for letters of interest for the open seat that is on the School Forest Committee. Diane represented the township, so the appointment to this open seat is our job. I have received already 1 letter of interest, but I would like to have like a formal call, get it on the website and set some sort of deadline for which we'll accept those. So I'll start with a motion to accept Diane Sells' letter of resignation effective immediately.
Second. Motion made and seconded. Any other discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Supervisor Cool,
Aye.
Supervisor Olson.
Aye.
Supervisor Henriksen,
Aye.
Supervisor Lucky.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Next.
Second, I'm going to motion to submit a call for letters of interest for the Open School Forest Committee seat on the website, to post a notice of that on social media as well.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded. Any other discussion?
Do we want to set a deadline on that as part of that motion, I suppose? Just until the next town board meeting on the 24th, which is when I'll submit an RFA to make a decision.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Okay, so I'm gonna amend my motion to also include a deadline of before the town board meeting on the 24th, at which point we will make a decision to fill that seat.
Accept that change.
Okay.
All right, any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Supervisor Cool,
Aye.
Supervisor Olson.
Aye.
Supervisor Henriksen,
Aye.
Supervisor Lucky.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes 4-0.
Yep.
Anything else on that?
That's it. Thank you, Diane.
Yeah, it's always sad to see committee members moving on.
Mhm.
All right, move on to the 8.3. This is road control. And Clerk Larson.
Okay. Some of you know this and some of you don't, but we've had a little bit of a mouse problem in the office. So in order to correct that, we've sought out 2 different quotes. One of them was significantly lower than the other. So we are requesting approval to use Aardvark Pest Control for a one-time service for the current rodent infestation in township office, and then to contract with them for quarterly service for township building and the fire station. And those quotes are available in the office if you would like to see those.
Any questions on that? Is there a motion to move forward with?
I'll
With that
motion
request.
to approve use of Aardvark Pest Control for a one-time service for current situation and quarterly hereafter.
Second.
Motion's been made, seconded. Any other discussion? And none, roll call, please.
Supervisor Cole,
Aye.
Supervisor Olson.
Aye.
Supervisor Henriksen,
I,
Supervisor Lighty.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, and the office staff thanks you.
All our pets aren't gonna thank us though.
We don't care.
Have you considered getting a cat, an office cat?
Bring mine. No, that wouldn't be a bad
Oh,
All right, 8.4, selection of maturing certificate of deposit. Treasurer Morse.
So we have another one this month, but it is just recommended. We have one that's scheduled to mature on February 21st. So we are asking that you guys make a decision on either a new option or continuing with the one that we have right now.
Thoughts? So this one is 120,323.
Yes.
from what I recall, we discussed this during a workshop, correct?
Uh,
That's something else.
Nope, we voted on a different CD that matured last month.
Okay, so this is similar but different?
Yes,
Can we make the same decision again?
that's up to you guys.
I'd like to make the same decision again personally.
If I remember right, it was a 6-month.
Yeah, because we wanted to kind of just do something shorter term to see where things were going. No, I'd like to motion that we, and I don't have it in front of me, so maybe somebody with it in front of them could make a motion actually, so withdraw my motion.
And what do you think, 6 months?
My only question is the payment of the fire truck coming through. We're tying up too much.
Oh, yeah.
Is that final payment more than 6 months out?
Probably less than. Or right about based on the last delivery date we were given.
What would you like to see then?
Just looking at the,
Are we going to need to use a CD to pay for it?
I don't know that. That's
Right,
I
just
don't
from a,
recommend-
Keep the options open.
from a cash, like if we did, it would be a cash flow thing where we would then later put money back into that CD. Cause I feel like from our last budget discussion, that didn't seem like it was going to be necessary to use a CD to pay for that.
correct.
Okay,
So just depending on when the,
just for cash flow reasons. Okay,
We said the amount's roughly 120,000.
yeah,
So quick math on it, it's about $2,200 in interest over 6 months. Just for practical consideration.
sure. I think that makes sense to just keep it on hand. As long as we remember, and who would be responsible for, that'd be you, Alicia, to remember that we do want to get like a new CD at some point to replace this one.
Yes, so I'll get another letter from the bank and I'll submit it just like I did this one.
Okay, perfect.
Thought we had a couple other ones that were coming up here in the near future.
Yes,
too,
we do.
So it's not gonna be our last opportunity, I don't think at this either, so.
Correct.
But better to have too many opportunities than not enough.
Correct. All right,
So I make a motion to not renew this CD. Is that the language? To allow it to mature or,
You would just make a motion to select the 6 month for this. one.
oh, I think if I remember,
Or are you not doing anything?
I think we're opting to let
Leave
it,
it?
let it flow into our bank account. I'm not a finance person.
it says if not redeemed within 10 days after February 21st, 2026, this account will automatically renew.
Yeah, so
Right.
we just want to redeem it.
Redeem it. Yep. So I make a motion to redeem this CD.
I will second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded.
Supervisor
So-
Cole?
So, yeah,
Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Supervisor Cole?
Aye.
Supervisor Olson?
I'm sorry, I was still thinking.
Oh.
I didn't ask for the vote. I was still
Sorry.
thinking. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, so we're gonna redeem it. If not redeemed within 10 days, it automatically renews. So we're not gonna redeem it. We're just gonna leave it sit.
We're cashing it
We're
out
cashing it out. We're redeeming it.
Okay.
with the expectation that Alicia will prompt us at an appropriate time later this year to put it back in. So we're just making sure we have enough cash.
Just wanted to make sure we were clear on it. All right. Now you can do roll call, please.
Okay. Supervisor Cole?
Aye.
Supervisor Olson?
Aye.
Supervisor Henriksen?
Aye.
Supervisor Ledke?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries 4-0. Okay, 8.5, engaging independent auditor. Treasurer Morse.
The township is required to obtain an independent audit of its financial statements. We have solicited and received 2 letters of engagement from different qualified auditing firms. Both of those are on file in the clerk's office if any of you would like to see those. But it is recommended by staff that the board approve moving forward with Redpath to perform the financial audit for this fiscal year. There is relevant prior experience, and I think that it will give additional perspective, just another set of eyes with an already challenging year.
All right. We already have funding for it. All right, any questions? Board action?
I'll make a motion for the town to enter an engagement letter with Redpath LLC.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any other discussion? In none, roll call, please.
Supervisor Cole?
Aye.
Supervisor Olson?
Aye.
Supervisor Henriksen?
Aye.
Supervisor Ledke?
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. All right, 8.6, application fee and escrow refund. Supervisor Ledke.
This was a request at the last meeting. We opted to convert the already applied fee for just to a rezoning. However, the applicant came back and this process has gone on and they were kind of led down the wrong path and they're just looking to not do the improvement, pull out, and are requesting a refund of their application fee and moving on from the project. So with that, I would approve the issuance of a refund of the application fee and escrow.
Is that a motion?
Yeah, a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, motion to approve the refund of $13.50 to Jeanette Kiso. Been made and seconded. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, I'm sorry, roll call, please.
Supervisor Cole?
Aye.
Supervisor Olson?
Aye.
Supervisor Henriksen? Supervisor Henriksen?
Aye.
Supervisor Ledke?
Aye.
All right, that motion carries 4-0. All right, now we've inserted the broadband discussion from our consent agenda. So this is the approval of the broadband park event. Would you like to speak to the Supervisor Cole?
Yes, please. Well, actually, I'd like to invite Parks to speak to it if they would like to. Or if you prefer, I do. Oh, that's okay. It's up to you. I don't want to step on your toes. Okay. This is something that they reached out to me and I handled. In the future, I'd prefer to send this to Parks first. That should have been the way that I handled this. But having already handled it, I will explain, once I find the page, which I believe is 14. Yep, okay, here we go. Rachel Kaiser, from the Forest Lake Area Schools Community Education, reached out to me. They want to host a series of events at the Carol Broadbent Memorial Park this summer, which is something that they have done in the past. I'm not familiar with the events, but other people are, Parks is. And during these events, they bring an RV that's been converted into a mobile preschool classroom, and they provide free childcare events to the community for roughly an hour. So what they are proposing is that they do weekly visits on Tuesdays, starting on 6/16 and through 7/28, from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. My understanding Parks is approval. They approve this. They recommend it that we approve this. And so with that, I would like to first have a discussion of if we want to set any sort of restrictions or requirements, like for example, volunteer waivers, or where they would park the RV. Do we need to do anything there, or just let them run it themselves?
So they're doing this as independent, so I don't think we need to have, because they're not volunteering to do township work, so I think we're good there. Parking the RV, I'm assuming they're gonna park in the parking lot over there.
Yeah. I don't know if there would be a problem with that. I just wanted to.
Yeah, long
Bring
as
it
it's
up.
in a designated parking area.
Yep.
See any issues there at all? Andy? No, I think this is great. I like it.
Pretty straightforward. Then I'm gonna go ahead and make a motion to approve the Forest Lake Area Schools Community Education to host a series of weekly events on Tuesdays from 6/16/2026 to 7/28/2026 from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at Carol Broadbent Memorial Park.
Second. I beat you. All right, motion's been made and seconded. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Supervisor Cole,
Aye.
Supervisor Olson.
Aye.
Supervisor Henriksen,
Aye.
Supervisor Lidkey.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. And who will let them know?
I will let them know. Or Dot, do you want to? Yes, Dot will let them know.
Thank you. All right, we'll move on to old business. Town board vacancy. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Opened it up for letters of interest. We have received 2. And they are included in the board packet. Now, the next question is going to be, they did a nice write-up answering the questions that we had submitted to them. Kind of gives us a better little insight into them. I think we had talked before about having setting a time that we can meet with them. Kind of a brief interview, maybe clarify some of their answers. When would you guys like to schedule that? Do you want to make it as part of our next board meeting?
Either as part of it or before it, but I'd like to vote at the next board meeting on filling the position.
Yeah, I feel that way too. Yeah. Any thoughts?
Clarify that again. So it'd be just do it at the next, or you wanted me before?
So we could do the interviews at the board meeting. I'd be okay with that. Or before as a separate meeting. Either way, I'm fine with. As long as we're voting on it at the next board meeting. That's the main thing I care about.
His comment that I agreed with is that by the next board meeting, we have that person sitting here as part of the board.
We did talk about having a special meeting to do this part, so you can vote
So they
and
can,
have the interview.
so they
at the
can
same-
participate at the meeting.
Yes, and then they would start at the next board.
Yeah,
Is that
we can do it either
still-
way, because if we did it at the beginning of the next board meeting, you can swear them in right then
Yeah.
too.
Sure.
And they can take their seat, and their first time, they're usually fairly quiet anyway, so.
If we have any extra time for special meetings, I prefer we use them as a workshop for the annual meeting personally. I think we could probably handle this during the next board meeting. I don't see any reason why that would be an issue.
Fine either way. And because if we're gonna do a workshop and a special meeting the end of this month. If we're doing a special meeting anyhow, we could actually put that on the agenda as well.
What's the special meeting? Is it for the audit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the one that I might not be at though. Which, well, I'll be there
Well, it'll
digitally.
be the
That's
end of
fine.
February, I think, is probably where it's gonna work out.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
guessing.
So
This
we're
is gonna-
talking like the same week as that board meeting?
So I think we all lost track of where we were at from before, so we need to have Clerk Larson, correct me if I'm wrong, we need to have a Board of Audit meeting. You and the treasurer, so that would be scheduled, and then we were talking about scheduling that at the March 3rd workshop. So that would already be on our calendars. This, in terms of getting up to speed, I would propose just doing it next week and having them hit the ground running with information
Sure.
for the meeting on the 24th. I wouldn't
Meeting.
want to be voted in and then be thrown in this packet, try and, I just don't feel that's fair, but.
No, that
that's
makes
okay.
sense. That makes a lot of sense. Another thing to consider is we should probably talk to the candidates about when they're available. Hopefully they're both available next week. I'm fine with that. I think that's a great idea.
And that's where I'm at, because Tuesdays are pretty much what you're signing away.
Sure. My availability next week is generally open, so that works for me.
Same here.
So then would we want to direct Billy to work with the candidates to find a time that works for them and us?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Does that sound okay, Billy? Okay.
You're kind of narrowing your numbers. So Wednesdays is tough. So I'll let you work on that. I'll stay out of it.
And Mr. Chair, just to update the board, I'll also file, or not file, but email right now to the clerk a copy of a certificate of appointment and oath of office. So that way, whether you do it in special meeting or you do it at the next meeting, whether I'm present or not, you've got both of those documents that you need. The oath of office needs to be taken within 10 days because otherwise it's treated as a refusal of the seat. It should all be pretty self-explanatory.
Thank you. All right, anything else on the town board vacancy? Nothing?
Oh, thank you.
All right, we'll move on. Upcoming meetings. You want to do these or you want me to do them still? Okay. Upcoming meetings, we got planning and zoning on February 17th at 6 o'clock. Got town board workshop on February 24th at 5:30. And monthly town board meeting or the town board workshop. We'll have another one on March 3rd at 5:30. And then a township annual meeting that's scheduled for March 10th at 7 o'clock. And a cemetery committee meeting is scheduled for March 11th at 10 a.m. Next regular scheduled board meeting is February 24th at 6:30 right here following the workshop. And is there any meetings that I missed? Or messed up this time? I messed one up last time.
Well, there's the special meeting to come. There will be a posting
And
for
then
it
we'll
at some
post for
point.
that. Yeah. Okay, great. All right, so we inserted a number, I inserted a number 11 and moved adjournment to 12. So a number 11 is it was on the board packet earlier. As the unemployment claim. So what we're gonna do is board is gonna go into a closed session. And then immediately following that closed session, we will be adjourning this meeting. So.
And
you-
resume the
you are-
workshop.
And then we will be resuming the workshop. Anybody that would like to stick around until after the closed meeting is more than welcome to.
And
Um,
Mr. Chair, if you could just make a motion to go into close, so that way we can have a second and a voice, roll call vote on it.
Should I read this first or before or after the motion?
You can read that after.
Okay. All right, so I'll make a motion that the board move into closed session for the purpose of discussing the unemployment claim appeal hearing.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Supervisor Cool,
Aye.
Supervisor Olson.
Aye.
Supervisor Henriksen,
Aye.
Supervisor Ledke.
Hi.
Okay, motion carries 4-0. So now this portion of the meeting will be closed to the public under the authority of Minnesota State Statute 13D.05 subdivision 3B for the town board to discuss Paul Duth's appeal of the township quick determination issue notification number 5241487-2 with the town attorney. So we will be moving into closed session immediately. All right. We'll come back out of closed session here. And is there any board direction? Your case number or anything like that that we have to reference in the motion?
Oh, you can just refer to it as Paul Deuce unemployment insurance appeal.
I'll make a motion to approve Township Attorney Mark Allsites to provide representation on behalf of the township at the unemployment hearing for Paul Duth.
Second.
Could we just change that to Corey and Rupee just in case I get run over by a bus?
Approve the Township Attorney Corey and Rupee to provide representation on behalf of the township at the unemployment hearing for Paul Duth.
My second.
Right, motion was made, seconded. Any other discussion? Since Lisa has left, I think we can just simply do a all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. All right, and anything else to come before the board?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion was made and seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 3-0. We are adjourned at 7:18.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, no